Hello there lovely people, fancy seeing what I've been up to recently, what recent makes I've got? Then stay tuned because I've got that all coming up for you. So it's Cara here and I am so mad. And I thought what I'd do is, I appreciate over Vlogmas I sort of showed you various different makes, sort of secretly snuck in amongst the chaos that was the 23 or so days of filming. I think I missed one day, but I didn't want them to go you know, sort of amiss. Not everybody loved watching Vlogmas. Welcome here if you're new, I really appreciate it, and I'd love to know you're here all the time, so please don't forget to click the subscribe button, so I'd love to know you're here all the time. But yes, lots of people don't watch Vlogmas because it's so overwhelming and there's so many brilliant YouTubers, so I thought I'd take you back over my recent makes. I actually can't remember what time scale these are in, but they'll be from late October to January time. So some of these I've literally made and worn and completely forgotten to take any pictures of. So I'm going to be doing some filming, and then I'm going to go off and take some pictures, and I'll add that footage in here. So I start off with what I'm wearing. And this is one of my favourite patterns. This is the Stevie Jumpsuit from DIBY, which is Do It Better Yourself Club. And they've got an amazing array of patterns, and I absolutely love the Stevie jumpsuit. I'll put the stock photo in here of this jumpsuit, and this is out of a fabric that I bought in Birmingham last July, I think it was, something like that, certainly in the summer, and it was that 40 degrees weekend, so it was super hot, but I sort of grabbed this mid-December and thought I need to make something. In fact, I was heading towards making something, excuse me, got the hiccups, to wear on Christmas Day, but actually I ended up wearing this to a Christmas dinner for my husband's new work. And I don't think I said at the time, or maybe I did, but oh my word, don't you just love it when someone comments on what you're wearing? So I literally had gone off to the bar and ordered another drink or something. Oh no, I asked for the Wi-Fi code, that was it. I sat back down and I could hear my husband was talking about, oh yeah, no, my wife made this jumpsuit today, but right on cue, someone I've never met before, literally, I was sitting down and she came over and said, I absolutely love your jumpsuit, you look so stylish. And I was like, okay, thank you very much. Oh my word, it was, you could not have timed that comment better, particularly in front of my new husband's work friends and things like that. It's not about impressing anyone or anything like that, but the timing of it was just, oh, it was classic. I was like, okay, thank you. And she happened to be a very stylish East Sussex lady. There's a sort of a certain type of person that lives in Mayfield, and they're very glamorous and just everything I aspire to be, really. So it was such a lovely compliment. It was so super. So I'm going to put some footage in here. As I say, I haven't even taken this footage yet. So hopefully it's a reasonably sunny day today. And I just love this. And you know, I've put it back on today for the first time since I wore it. I love it. I do. I really love it. And actually, I wasn't sure actually that the fabric was right for this design, but having put it back on today in its, you know, brighter day and things, I love it. I've got a few bits of red fabric in my stash at the moment, and obviously my red glasses. So yes, I really like it. It looks like this bit is a little lighter in colour because I think that's working hard with the stretch on the V-neck here. And someone asked me how do you get in and out of it, and you literally do. This is big enough to get in and out, and this is the third if not fourth one of these I've made, and I can assure you that provided you've got enough stretch in your fabric anyway, it's fine and it doesn't bag out, and I haven't put interspacing in this or anything. It just works, so don't worry about that, that's fine. So yeah, so my first of my recent makes to show you. This is a brilliant pattern actually, because you can make this as wide leg, tapered leg, you make it as a romper. There are various lengths, and as you'll see in the photo, I go for the sort of 3/4 length, but there's short sleeved. I'm not sure there's long sleeved actually, but you could easily adapt the pattern to that. There's lots of different options actually, and I love this V-neck. And the pattern company itself, their instructions are superb, quite similar to Pattern Emporium, in that there are lots of fit adjustments instructions as well, and there's little tutorials on how to get this V-neck looking and sitting very flat. So yeah, going to be a favourite make of mine. So let me get changed and I'll show you what the next one is. I reckon with me trying on my outfits over the next sort of 20 minutes, half an hour, so my hair is going to get more and more wild. I love this. Do you know what? I'm really fortunate. I like all of the makes I made recently, if you haven't had a chance to see my review of the year, which I think I titled something like the hardest video I've made this year, because I have literally put all 73 items I made from last year into one video, and thank you very much for everybody who's had a chance to view that. It's so lovely to have so many returning viewers and new viewers to my channel, so thank you. But yes, I snuck this one into that collection, but also it featured in my Vlogmas at some point. And this is the Miranda hooded excuse me, the Miranda hoodie from actually, I don't know who the designer is, but this is a free pattern if you sign up for Flamingo Fabrics website, or subscribe to their website, sorry. And I just was really attracted by this massive oversized hood here, and I love the asymmetric design at the front here. And both of these next makes, this one and the one afterwards, are part of my ambassador to Minerva, as this is an exclusive French terry that they've just released, and I love it. It's a really nice weight fabric. Let me put this back down again. The fabric for this is just lovely. It's not too thick, it's not too snuggly. It's just a really nice weight to work with. It is a loop back, so it's just got that sort of the white loop back on it, but it means that you can I've made this into a dress, and I'll show you some pictures here. I've made this into a dress, and it's not too hot basically. So the Miranda hoodie is a hoodie, but I had a vision of extending it into a dress, and over on my Vlogmas on one of those days that you can see lots of footage of me playing around with, I wanted it to be the same base as the South Bank dress from Nina Lee, and you can see me sort of putting patterns up together and next to each other and working out how I would do that, because this here is, you can see there's a seam there, and that's how the front crosses over, if you like. And so I needed to extend what would normally stop at the waist and make that full length. And this is very interesting construction because it goes all the way across the front. So you've got one really long piece. So you've got the arm that leads to what you imagine is that part, and then it's the opposite on the back. And then on the back, the back arm piece, if you like, and top of the top is one long sort of rectangle, very, very unusual. And they have used semi-line the hood, so there's a facing for the hood, if you like, but because I know this is, as you can see here, it peeks out every now and again, it's white on the inside, I decided to fully line the hood. Didn't have quite enough fabric for the hood lining. When did I discover this? When I was going up to sew it, which is really annoying. So I found a black sort of buccal jersey. This is sort of in my stash, which again I think is fabric I bought from the Birmingham rag market, and lots of you said it was sort of looked like it was a purposeful design statement. Obviously it was purposeful, but I couldn't have told you how effective it would be, particularly to highlight this crossover at the front, which I think is really cute. It came up really big, by the way. If you make this, it turned out enormous, so I ended up doing a lot of fit adjustments to make it fit correctly, but that's okay. I don't mind the sort of the mix of that, if you like, and I'm really pleased with this. For those of you who don't like an open neckline, I will just say that in the really cold weather we've had, this hasn't been any good to me at all, because yeah, it is a very open neckline, but for a sweater dress, it's quite an unusual feature to have. And I can't say I'd ever really actually wear this like this, but I got to tell you, it is super snuggly. So when we were having a cold spell, yes, I was sitting on my sofa with the hoodie up. Yeah, it's a really nice make. I don't put the pockets in the South back dress. That's something I stopped doing when I made the green one with the black stars on it, because I just find it adds bulk to my waist area, or sort of hips and waist. And I like a pocket, you know I do, but I don't use them particularly. So yes, this will be a blog post. Naughty me, I haven't written that already. I need to get that written up and pop that over on the Minerva site. So yeah, so for the Miranda hoodie, which you get free as a pattern when you sign up to Flamingo Fabrics. So let me get changed and I'll show you the next one. Okay, back again. So honestly, when you do these videos where you're changing into different outfits, it's hilarious. Totally the most unglamorous thing to do ever. But enough of that detail. So this is the next make, and I'll put some pictures in here. Now I realise the pictures I've got there have got the snood that I also made out of the sort of leftover fabric, because this is the Sew Over It Thea Dress, and excuse me, the pattern actually has several designs. So you've got really long or short, or you could basically make it whatever length you like, really. And it was really good fun. Over one of my Vlogmas videos, I did actually ask you guys longer or shorter, and I sort of took footage in it, and I just found it ironic that the bit that I cut off actually made a snood. So I haven't taken a picture without the snood, but this is what it would be. So it's a lovely neckline actually. I don't know that I changed this. I think this is as per the pattern, and it's got a lovely sort of drop sleeve on it, so it's a sort of kimono style sleeve, and then it's quite batwing, and that was what the challenge was for me, is to make it shorter but still get the proportions right, because this came up as massive. Again, now I'm a size 14 for Sew Over It, and generally for more or less everything, but it came up absolutely huge. But I love the finished product. I've already worn this quite a few times. It's turned into more of a work dress than a casual dress, but I don't think I took any pictures, which is a shame, but I did wear it out to a lovely lunch out with my friends, which was principally what I made it for. But everything I always make, as you know, is all about wearability, so it needs to go into my rotation of my wardrobe, and it needs to be worn. I'm always thinking about that. And thank you for the lovely comments recently, where you basically said, we absolutely love how you stick to your own style and aren't influenced by others. I am influenced by others, but it's true, I do have my own style. I was influenced last year hugely by the Saguaro set, by the patina blouse. I didn't make the slip dress that everybody else was making. I made a Freya. There was a few, so I watch the same YouTubers as you guys do. I love watching the Yorkshire Sew Girl. I watched Rachel from Stitched Up. I watched Tamlin from Sewn on the Time. And ironically, as I know you'll all be aware, the three of those have actually combined to have a joint YouTube channel called Northern Sew Sisters, which I think is very exciting. So definitely give a shout out to their channel. I'm sure you're all more than aware of that. But this fabric is also made from a Minerva, an exclusive Minerva French terry. So again, it's a really nice weight of fabric, not too hot, not too cold, really great for this transitional time of year. And I will put some footage in there of me wearing this, and actually it's really sweet because Alice, my dog, makes a cameo. I don't know why I said Alice, my dog. I mean, you can see she's a dog, so, but she makes a very small cameo because she loves standing on the stairs with me when I'm trying stuff on. It's super cute. In our old house, we used to have a mirror on the sort of on the turn of the stairs, if you like, and so she used to stand next to me. We haven't got a mirror there anymore, but she still stands there, which is really cute. But yeah, absolutely really pleased with this, and again, this will be a blog post that again I haven't written yet, but yes, it will feature there. It's such a simple make, by the way. You could throw this together in no time at all. Because the drop sleeves, you put the drop, so it's a kimono sleeve, sorry, which finishes there. So you put the sleeve on in the flat like you would with a t-shirt, and then you just literally sew down the sides here. I did a nice big deep hem on mine just to help with the structure of it sitting. But yeah, another really successful entry into my wardrobe that, as I say, has already made it on rotation. And I wear this with leggings and boots, which is always a really nice combination at this time of year. Let's see what's coming up next. So I thought I'd change the angle so I could show you the whole outfit, because it's a two-in-one situation. You can see the whole thing then, because I don't think I've taken any pictures of these trousers yet. But the next two makes are from the fabulous Little Miss So-and-so, and these are part of my ambassador role for their sewing subscription boxes. So this is from the All Set to Sew, so that's a subscription box. This is the So Special box, and it's the top half that was featured as one of their makes in November. Oh, that seems like ages ago now, but it's flashed by really. And this is the Leona Sweatshirt by Fibre Mood, and I got to choose from a whole range of fabrics that she had curated for this. And just as a small reminder, with the subscription box from Little Miss So-and-so, you get to choose which pattern you choose. So you get to choose from a stretch or a woven pattern, and you also get to choose the fabric too. So it's just an amazing subscription box, and I have been so fortunate. So I've had so far I've had the Mitchell trousers from Closet Core Patterns. I've had the Leona sweatshirt here, and then my next make is also from the Little Miss So-and-so subscription boxes, and you get to choose what you want, which is genius. So this is a lovely sweatshirt. It's an oversized look, sort of, and obviously you've got the lovely ruffles here. Now I can't say that it's probably the most flattering outlook on me because of my big chest. Not enormous, but I'm not small either, but I love it. I absolutely love it. And this is made from, it's called a soft sweat, and on the inside there you can see how fleecy that is. Now the subscription boxes always provide you with enough fabric to make the largest size, and therefore I had enough left over to make some joggers, and these are my favourite jogger pattern. This is the Sunny Day Pants by La Maison Victor. Had these for years. It's a very simple waistband, quite unglamorous waistband really, but it does what it says on the tin. It is an elasticated waistband, and then you've got lovely slanted pockets, and these come together in no time at all. Genuinely very fast. And look at that. What a lovely, snuggly, cosy jogging set. No jogging happening in this outfit. It's a loungewear set. Sorry, I chose the wrong word. But I absolutely love this. And she also provides matching ribbing. So it is a bespokely created subscription box. These aren't made up months in advance. These are literally made up to whatever you choose, because obviously there's the ribbing as well. And I'd never worked with ribbing before. I remember some of you saying, what? What do you mean you never worked with ribbing? Look how flat that's lying. It was genius. I absolutely loved it. Yeah, there was enough ribbing to do the waistband, the wrist and the neckline. Game changer. Definitely going to see more of that, the ribbing in my life. But I just love it. Yeah, I'm really fortunate to be able to make that and have worn this tons. And the final make I've got to share with you from my recent makes is what I wore on Christmas Day, and this was part of the Little Miss So-and-so All Set to Sew So Special subscription box for December. I love this. This is the Estelle dress by Sew Over It, and it is, well, I can see lots of these dresses being in my wardrobe in the future. It is such a simple make. Let me just put this down a second. So basically you've got this lovely tie detail here at the side, which creates this beautiful ruching across the stomach area, but at the same time definitely gives you a waist but doesn't make you feel conscious about the middle area, the tummy area. This is so soft and so comfortable. Actually, my daughter chose this fabric for me because I was going to go for sort of a stretch velvet or something very Christmassy. Certainly had a red fabric in mind. And then I thought, actually, do you know what? I actually want to have something that I can wear all year round. And so not feel particularly Christmassy, but I did wear it on Christmas Day, and I will put a picture in here of me and my brothers, I think it is, with me wearing the Estelle dress. So it's a full length dress, as you can see there, but you could easily make this much shorter if you wanted to. In fact, you could make lots of different options with this. You could certainly make the sleeves shorter if you wanted to. As you know, I'm going to pull my sleeves up like that anyway. This neckline, I know Lisa Comfort adapted her neckline to make it slightly lower because it is actually on the pattern it would come to about here, but this neckline here is I effectively cut the size 6, I think it is, so the lower of the necklines, just to give me a little bit more exposure around the top here. I just love this dress. If I just turn around, yeah, you can just see how well it sits, how it fits. And this is a modal jersey from Little Miss So-and-so, and it's so soft. I've not worked with a modal jersey before, but I just absolutely love it. The dress is a very, very clever construction. It actually has some really unusual shaped pattern pieces. So there's a seam that happens all the way across the front here, and it incorporates one half, if you like, of this lovely big tie. And then the bottom of the skirt incorporates the other half of the tie, and then the back is cut in 2 pieces as well. And then basically you basically incorporate the side tie in when you're sewing the side seam there. But basically this came together in 2 hours tops, and actually I reckon probably 2.5 hours with cutting the pattern out as well. Really, really quick make. There is a full sew along on the Sew Over It website if you wanted to see that. And the neckline is really nicely finished. It's not quite often on a neckline like this, it can just be a fold over, but this is actually a bias bound neckline, which is a really nice finish, and as you know, super quick. I made this entirely up on the overlocker, so it genuinely took me no time at all. I think I must have made this on the 22nd of December, and obviously wore it on Christmas Day, and it is a really breathable fabric as well, which is just lovely. But I really like the silhouette, and I think I could dress this up or dress it down depending on the event I was going to, and I can certainly see more of these. And Crystal from my social thread has made 6 of these. Actually, she is actually expecting, and the ruching around the middle here just really accommodates her baby bump really well, which is just so lovely, and it looks so stylish too. So I hope you enjoyed seeing those. I'm just going to sit down and I'll finish up the film with you. I hope you enjoyed seeing my recent makes. As I say, they were buried in amongst my Vlogmas, so I didn't want those of you who didn't get a chance to watch my Vlogmases to miss out on what I've been up to recently. Please let me know in the comments below what you would like to see on my channel coming up over the next year. I absolutely love to have you here, and I'm so inspired by so many different YouTubers, so I like to take some inspiration from them too. I've got some lovely ideas coming up, but let me know what you think, what you'd like to see. And don't forget to hit the old like button please, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, as I really would love to see my YouTube channel growing more and more this year, just like all my fellow YouTubers would as well, because we love being here. So until next time, stay safe and well, and catch up with you all soon. Take care everybody.